This is lesson 8, day 2. Question number 2. Patrick and Leonard are brothers who each have money saved. The amount of money, Y dollars, that each brother has left in savings after X weeks is a linear function. Patrick's function is represented by a table, and Leonard is represented by an equation. So first of all, let's change this here. Okay, so we are going to move this here. So this should be y equals, and I'm going to change it around. So it's negative 10x plus 250. Okay, and what I'm going to do up here, I'm going to change this table and write the function rule, because it says write an algebraic equation to represent Patrick's linear function. So the first thing that we need to do is find the rate of change. So doing that, I'm going to take 2 points. So the 2 points I'm going to take are 5 and 175 and 15 and 125. So I have m equals 175 minus 125 over 5 minus 15. So we have 50 over negative 10, which equals negative 5. So doing that, we then have, if you look here, this gives us our y-intercept, okay? So that y-intercept then, we have y equals negative 5x plus 200. And that is our equation. So it says use a verbal description to compare the two functions. Well, the two functions are this. Leonard spent $10 per week while Patrick spent 5. Leonard started with $250 in his savings. Patrick started with $200 in his savings. So next, we have Science Museum. Carlos and Stephanie belong to the Science Museum. Carlos's membership can be represented by the function C equals 250m plus 10, where C is the cost in dollars and M is the number of months. Stephanie's membership is shown at the table to the right, where X is the months and Y is the cost. Describe the rate of change for each function. With Stephanie's rate of change, we have 1 and 5 and 2 and 10. So her rate of change is M equals 10 minus 5 over 2 minus 1, which is 5 over 1, which is 5. Carlos's rate of change is then 2.5. Describe the type of slope for each function. Stephanie's type of slope is positive. Carlos is also positive. Describe the initial cost of each membership. Stephanie's initial cost. If I do her function rule, it would be y equals 5x plus b. So I would use 5 equals 5 times 1 plus b. So 5 equals 5 plus b. So subtracting 5 from both sides. b equals 0. So her initial cost is 0. Carlos's initial cost is $10. So it says write a function rule to represent Stephanie's membership plan. So hers then would be y equals 5x. Or using actually the letters that have to be represented. Sorry, let me restate that. Would then be c equals 5m. Explain the similarities and the differences. Well, the similarities would be both have positive slopes. Difference. Stephanie has no fee. Carlos has. A $10 fee. Stephanie pays $5 a month. Carlos pays $2.50 per month. Our next question, which is what we left off with in class, is you have recently begun researching phone billing plans. Phone company A charges a flat rate of $75 a month. A flat rate means that your bill will be $75 each month with no additional cost. The billing plan for phone company B is a linear function of the number of texts that you will send that month. That is, the total cost of the bill changes each month depending on how many texts you send. The table below represents the inputs and the corresponding outputs the function assigns. At what number of texts would the bill from each phone plan be the same? Well, first thing we have to decide is what our rate of change is. So our rate of change, in this case, again, our M, well, our first point is 50 and 50. Our second point is 150 and 60. So here we've got 60 minus 50 over 150 minus 50. So we've got 10 over 100, which is 1/10, which is 0.10, or 10 cents for every text. So that's what it's going to cost. So now, when I go to find the equation, we have y equals 0.10x plus b. So I'm going to insert 50. So I've got 50 equals 0.10 times 50 plus b. So 50 equals 5 plus b. so subtracting 5. I have b equals 45. So my equation is y equals 0.10x plus 45. So to find the answer to at what number of texts would the bill from each phone plan be the same, is I would set these equal to one another. In other words, 75 equals 0.10x plus 45. So subtracting 45 from each side, let me redo that. I have 0.10x equals 30, and dividing both sides by 0.10, I have x equals 300, which means 300 texts. So now it says at what number of texts is Company A the better choice? Company A is the better choice for more than 300. And it says at what number of texts is phone company B the better choice? Company B is the better choice for less than 300 texts. Then our last question says a function describes the volume of water Y that flows from faucet A in gallons for X minutes. The graph below is the graph of this linear function. Faucet B's water flow can be described by the equation y equals 56x, where y is the volume of water in gallons that flows from the faucet in X minutes. Assume the flow of water for each faucet is constant. Which faucet has a faster rate of flow of water? Well, faucet B we have y equals 56x. Faucet A, we have, it goes up 4 and it goes over 7 because we have this point and we have this point. And we can do that. We can go up 4 and over 7. So faucet A is y equals 4/7 x. So faucet B is faster than faucet A because 5/6 is greater than 4/7. Now it says each faucet is being used to fill tubs with a volume of 50 gallons. How long would it take each faucet to fill the tub? How do you know? Well, if we replace that, faucet B is y equals 5/6x, and we put in 50. Sorry guys, put in 50. 5/6x, and we replace that and solve. We have x is going to equal 60 minutes. For A, we have y equals 4 over 7 x, and we replace it with 50. We have x is 87.5 minutes. And we know this, okay, because we replaced it. Into both equations. It says the tub that is filled by faucet A already has 15 gallons in it. If both faucets are turned on at the same time, which faucet fills the tub faster? Well, what that means is this. For faucet A then, it already has 15 in it, so it's y equals 4/7 x plus 15. So now we put 50 in there, and we solve again. So subtracting 15 from both sides, and solving, we get x equals, let me move this up, so faucet B, oh, I misspelled that, Mrs. Smythe. Is still faster it will fill the tub in 60 minutes. This ends lesson 8, day 2.